Wait, how does this work? Eee! I'm nervous. I don't know if anyone's in here. Tracy! Ah! There you guys are! Oh my god! Whoa! Whoa! Oh my goodness! Hi guys! We're live! I felt this random urge to go live and I had to follow it, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm so nervous right now. Oh my gosh. There's so many of you in here. Ah! Hi guys. I miss you guys so much. How am I doing? I'm doing so good. You guys, all day today, I've been just so emotional and just crying. Oh my goodness. You guys are blowing up this chat right now. But emotional in a good way. Sorry, I couldn't finish my thought. Emotional in a good way. I've just been overwhelmed with gratitude. Oh, this is making me nervous. I'm like, why am I so nervous? You know what? The thing about me is I always get these random impulses to do something. And I know that I need to just do it when I get that random thought. And I was having a bath and I'm like, I should just go live because I get nervous. It makes me a little bit uncomfortable. So I need to be doing things that push me out of my comfort zone. So here we are. Ugh. Bear with me in these nerves, you guys. Ooh! Someone said I've been sleeping so much lately. Oh my gosh, same. I swear, money spot for me is like 8 to 12 hours of sleep. That's when I'm good. Oh my gosh. Stop. Thank you guys so much. These comments are moving so fast. My brain like can't even. Moon moved into Scorpio last night. I feel more emotional today too. Yeah, that makes sense. I feel like emotions have just been high since this whole month with the eclipses and everything. Hi, guys. Oh my goodness. I love you guys so much. You deserve to get paid for your brain and gorgeous laugh. Y'all are crazy because the way I used to be so insecure about my laugh. Packing my suitcase for a trip. Yes. Oh my God, you guys, I'm overwhelmed. This is what I'm saying. And maybe this is exactly why I got pushed to go live. Because I've been overwhelmed just with gratitude all day today. Like, I couldn't even get through my freaking yoga class without tearing up. And I'm like, girl, get it together. Pull yourself together because I'm very overwhelmed. Like, I don't know. I'm so reflective on my life right now. And I'm going to try and get through this live without crying, first of all. Don't make me emotional, guys. I see all in the comments. I see what y'all are trying to do to me. Okay? I see it. But anyways, let me just say that I love you guys so much and I'm so grateful. And I think this is why I had to go live because I just need to sit with you guys in this gratitude energy. My frequency is so high. This is a safe space. Aw. See, I already feel better. It's just those nerves of like actually going live. And you know what I force myself to do when I need to do scary things? I'll just let my body move and I don't stop my body from moving. And my mind will be going and like rambling and all the fears and whatever. But I'm like, as long as I just keep moving and doing what I'm supposed to do. So I'm like walking to my room to grab my chair and I'm like, fuck, just screaming the whole time. Like, am I really about to do this right now? Oh my gosh, you guys are incredible. I'm overwhelmed with all this love, you guys. Stop. Sending you good vibes and light energy. Same, right back at you. Oh my goodness. Hi, guys. We're nervous with you. Thank God. Because I can't be carrying all these nerves alone. I'm glad you're on. D's Tribe. You guys, I have no plan for this live. I got no plan. If you guys have questions, let me know. Because the first step was just getting live. After that, I'm like, we're just going to go with the flow and see what happens. But when do you think the next vid is? Tomorrow. Next video is tomorrow. I already got it filmed. It is going to be a love message. And for all you people that are resisting love, I see you. You're exactly the ones that need to watch this video. Okay? How can we purchase your art? You guys, it's definitely a goal of mine at some point to sell my art. Oh my goodness. Jason, thank you so much. Packing to move across the US with nothing. Shout out to you, okay? You are inspiring me right now because that's exactly what we need. Okay. I talked about this in a video that's going to come this week, but I'm just going to tell you guys now because I feel called after seeing that comment. But I've been getting this message about tripping the wire. And like, I don't know. Have you guys seen the movie Everything Everywhere All at Once? Let me know if you've seen that movie. Okay, hold on. There's so many good questions coming through, but wait, let me finish this. Okay. Everything Everywhere All at Once. They were talking about how like when they quantum jumped or whatever in the movie, they had to do something like really crazy and wild. And I saw this girl talking about, or this guy on TikTok who just went out and bought a cake and like slammed his face in the cake. And then he started experiencing all these weird things after doing that. So I've been getting this message about tripping the wire, just doing random things that make you scared to kind of like trip the wire, like, you know, alert the system of the universe that you're ready to do things. And yeah, y'all are distracting me with these compliments. I'm trying to stay focused and you're calling me cute. I can't right now. I'm blushing. Sorry. I don't even know if that thought made sense, but Jason Roberts, I'm very grateful for you. I appreciate you. Let us love on you, girl. I'm trying. I'm absorbing all of it, but I'm uncomfortable. But in the best way. Okay. I saw a question about my book. Also, you guys, I can't even talk about this because this is where I'll cry. Whew. My book, and for all of you guys who supported me on the journey with my book, you have no idea how grateful I am for you. And I was going to mention this in a video, and I don't even know if I should mention this now because I'm just going to tell you guys because I'm excited. But my publisher called me the other day, and he said that like he's just very proud of me because the book is doing really good, like really, really good. And I'm so grateful. And he gave me this, oh, thank you, Alexandra. He gave me this news. He's like, I have really good news for you. I was like, what? And I was just sitting by the water, just on my little walk. And he's like, we applied for you and you're going to get a feature on the New York Weekly. They want to write like an article on you and your book and your YouTube. And literally, you guys, I was bawling my eyes out. You guys are so sweet. No, I know. This is like actually insane. And I don't think it's hit me yet. Like, I feel like it just takes time for me to process things in my life because there's been so many miracles. God, why are you doing this to me? I can't handle all these emotions right now. There's been so many miracles in my life that has happened. And it's literally all because of you guys. So I just want to say I'm so grateful for every single one of you guys that support me. Danielle. Thank you so much, Danielle. Ugh, I'm just so grateful for you guys. Truly. I don't know where I would be without you guys. Like, this is so much more than just this. You have no idea. You guys are my whole world. I love this community so much too. Like, how did we happen to find the coolest people on the planet in one community? I'd like to know, okay? Because I know if you're here right now, it's because we vibe and we're just cool. We're just cool like that. Yes, because I think I have a woken mind. How do you control your abilities? I feel like for me, my main purpose in life is to just remain open. And I've been getting this message so much from like my angels and my guides is like, I don't really need to do much or try to control anything. It's just trying to keep myself in an energy that's so open that I'm able to receive the messages when they do come. Because we all have the ability to receive messages. Every single one of you guys in here right now are capable and can do what I do and do what I do, you know? But I think I just really prioritize in my own life, just trying to keep my energy open as much as possible, staying grounded. And like, I'm very discerning with my energy. I don't allow people or things or whatever around me that pull my energy or drain my energy, which I had to learn the hard way in my life for sure. How old am I? I'm 27. A life goal of mine is to meet you. Shut up. A life goal? I will meet you right now. Okay, we're going to meet one day. I promise. Jadina live? No, I know. This is crazy. I don't even know how we got here, but we're rolling with it. Specific ways we can trip the wire and show the universe we're ready for big change. I think specific ways, for me personally, I think it's all about starting small, okay? Because if you try to think big sometimes, it can overwhelm your whole system, at least for me. So I think very small, what small things I can do in my life that feel effortless, that is still pushing myself outside of my comfort zone. You know what I mean? So like, for me, it's like exploring new places in my city or like walking somewhere different. Even that, I think, is an example of tripping the wire, you know? Just doing things that you wouldn't normally do that signal to the universe, like I'm trying to step out of my routine. You know what I mean? Meeting you is going to be my Daniel Caesar moment. That's crazy. That's crazy. I can't wait to hug you guys. Beginning the urge to move. Should I act on that urge? Oof, listen, you're preaching to the choir with that one, okay? Because I've been getting the urge to move since I got in this apartment. But you know what? I think that especially when it comes to moving, like it needs to come from a space of excitement. You're excited to go somewhere new and not from a space of like, I want to move because I want to get out of this space. Do you know what I mean? So I think you have to check in with yourself. There's someone on Instagram and YouTube posting your videos under the name Dynamo. No, that's not me, guys. Dynamo is my TikTok name. So what they're doing is using my TikTok videos and putting them on YouTube. Alex, what? Oh my God, thank you so much. Ugh, you guys. But yeah, my only Instagram is Jadina Patrick. I only have one Instagram, and I don't post like my spiritual content on my Instagram. It's more for like my art and my personal stuff. And then I'm getting distracted by these comments. And then my YouTube, I only have one YouTube, and it's this one. Oh my gosh. I'm trying to read. Any advice on how to stay motivated? Motivation's a tricky thing because it comes and goes, and we can't really depend on being motivated. I think it's more so about being disciplined, I guess, but also like when you do find yourself in those moments of motivation and inspiration, to milk it as much as you can, you know? Is that your work behind you? Yes, those are my pictures. Ooh, I'll show you guys a painting I'm working on. Are my videos for teenagers too? Of course. They're for everybody. Everybody and anybody who finds them. Where's the why highlight video? Guys, I'm so bad. I know. I'm actually so bad with that, okay? If I'm being real honest with you guys, I haven't even edited my Hawaii content. It's all just sitting in my camera. I'm sorry. But I will. I will at some point. You just sit in your room all day after doing some content? Honestly, kind of. No, but I'm like, I really am hyper fixated on my health and my body. So I like to work out a lot, move my body a lot, meditate, paint, draw. Sometimes I tattoo still. What's my prayer routine? Ooh. I feel like my life is a constant prayer, if that makes sense. I'm praying all the time. Content creator since 2020 on TikTok, branching onto YouTube. Any advice? Molly, I would say YouTube and TikTok, for me personally, they give such different energies. I would say just consistency, of course. I find that like posting every other day works really well for me, but I think it's very intuitive. Like I don't think there's like a one size fits all. I feel like especially like in the spiritual community, your spirit team is pushing you to push content at certain times. So I would just really lock in and trust your intuition on that and like act when you feel called to act, but just staying consistent, even showing up when you don't really feel like you can show up. How do you ignore the haters? Honestly, I feel very blessed. I feel like I don't see at least the hate if there is hate. But I would say just really stay focused on the people that are pouring love into you and not the others, which is so much easier said than done. But I think it's out of sight, out of mind. Is that the word? Is that the thing? You know, like I feel like to do content or anything, you have to have a bit of you can't take things too personal, you know? What do you recommend to release exhaustion after 15 years, Dark Night of the Soul? Man, I feel like exhaustion leaves you at a time when it's meant to leave you, but there are ways that you can help with it. I think getting sunlight in the morning has really helped me get my energy up these days. So if you can, going for like a little morning walk or anything like that is really helpful. But I feel like, again, it's something that it's going to slowly trickle out, especially 15 years. Like that's a long time. So I feel like you have to give yourself grace and be super patient with yourself and know that like you're not going to be exhausted forever. It will diminish, but I think it has to like slowly trickle out, you know? Yoga and meditation. How? Hi, guys. Navigating a period of feeling lost. I think feeling lost is one of the greatest blessings in this life and that we get to experience, because losing yourself means that you have the ability to find yourself and to find yourself in a whole new way than you've ever found yourself before. So I think it's all about how you perceive it. Like you can either see it as like this scary time where you have no idea what's coming or whatever, which is very valid also. But at the same time, I don't know, there's something exciting about getting lost, you know, or feeling lost in life, because it's like You have this opening to endless possibilities. Anything could happen from that point. You're not fixated on something. You know what I mean? So I think it's a blessing to be lost in life and just let your intuition guide you. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to answer all this. I appreciate your encouragement where you know it's a job. Dane Wilson, I appreciate you so much. And I'm sending you so much love. Wow. Have you seen that Let's Get Lost song from Moana 2? No. But you know, I haven't even watched that one. The second one. I know the first one like verbatim, word for word. So I need to watch that movie. This chat is popping out of control. How long every day do you spend meditating? Okay. Meditation has been my strongest, most disciplined practice in my life. I started meditating about 2 years ago, I'd say. And at first it was just like simple, like start small, like 5 minutes a day, even if you can. I always meditate first thing when I wake up and also when I'm about to fall asleep. But now I meditate anywhere from 45 minutes and up, first thing in the morning and also before I go to bed. Aw, your doggy says hi. Hello. Thanks for making us feel seen. Thank you guys for making me feel seen. Did you used to be a tattoo artist? Yes. I still tattoo. I've tattooed almost all my tattoos on my body, except for the ones on my back that I can't reach. I did this guy. I didn't do this. But like my arms and stuff. Yeah, I love tattooing. How do you meditate? Ooh, I'll have to share it with you guys. Okay. I love Joe Dispenza. Oh, there's so many comments. I'm like, try to keep up. How do I meditate? I love Joe Dispenza. He has, I know it's not his meditations on YouTube, but there are some really great ones that like, I think it's like his AI voice or something on YouTube. So look up any Joe Dispenza meditation truly. What do you do when you feel like giving up on your work, a loved one, or making new connections? I feel like faith has to be the strongest undertone in your life. And it's okay to go through periods when you feel like giving up. But I think as long as you always come back to the knowing that you're not going to give up, you know, that it's going to pass. This too shall pass. Also, just remembering that things are temporary. I know like when things get so dark, it's so easy to feel like it's going to last forever. And then you get out of a dark period and you're like, wow, I really felt like that was it for me, or like that was just going to be it for the rest of my life. You know what I mean? So I think it's just good to remember that everything is fleeting, and as intense as it might feel to give up in that moment, just always having that like underlying faith within you and trusting that it will pass, you know, and just kind of like holding out until it does pass. And can we get, and there goes the motherfucking lights on merch. No, I know. The list of things that I actually need to do is large. Merch, Hawaii vlog. Sell you guys some paintings. I know. It's a lot. How do you know you need to record a message? I get excited. If I'm going through my day and like I'll get a random message in my brain, I'll like jot it down in my phone. And then I make sure like when I go sit down to do a video, I don't plan anything. And every time I have tried to like come up with something in my head before I sit down and film it, it literally feels so forced when I do it. So I tell myself, even if I start thinking about what I'm going to say, I always am like, Jadina, nope, stop it. And then I'll sit in my car and just like yap. I started these videos thinking I was just yapping. You know, I didn't even know that this was like channeled messages and all of these things until I really got into it and realized that's what was happening. You know what I mean? I forget the question. I'm sorry. I went down a tangent and I forget the question now. How am I? I'm very good. I'm very good right now. I'm not going to lie. I had an emotional weekend. Just a lot of old, like, inner teenager stuff coming up. But I'm very good right now. I'm very grateful. Timing. I think we all needed this right now. I needed this. I didn't even know I needed it. Okay. I was in the bath and I'm like, should I go live? And as soon as I have a thought that I know I should do and it like makes me uncomfortable, like I don't even give myself an option not to do it. I knew as soon as I thought it, I was like, Jesus, brain, why did you just put that thought in my head? Because now I have to do it. And if I don't do it, then I feel like I'm like, why am I not trusting my intuition? Like clearly I was meant to do this. Oh, stop it right now. Your mom said she's proud of me. I will cry right now. That means more to me than you even know. Okay. Guys, I feel bad because I didn't even like notify anyone that I was going live. It's a secret live. But I was like, I should post it on Instagram or something. No. What's my star sign? I'm a Taurus. Oh, I should have got you guys to guess. Fuck. Damn. Oh my gosh. My eyes can't read these things so fast. Just want to say thank you. Aww. That means so much to me. Can you guys believe it's been a year already? What? A year? How the heck have we been on this journey for a year? What's your big three? Okay. What do you guys think my moon sign is? I'll let you guess that one. I live in Canada. Alberta. What does abundance mean to you? Ooh. Abundance and limitlessness, if that's the right word, go hand in hand to me. I feel like abundance is so much more than just like monetary money. Abundance is like, I don't know, it's the energy of like infinite, you know? Having infinite of everything. That's true abundance. And even like infinite gratitude, infinite love, infinite emotions, you know? Holy Martha Stewart. Oh, Jason. That means so much to me. I feel like that's my whole intention with these videos. Okay. For all you guys that guessed, Pisces moon. I feel like I connect with my moon sign so much more than my sun sign. Well, both actually. Holy moly. Can you guys see how fast these comments are going? Or is it like, I don't know how it shows up for you. Much love from Norway. Thank you so much. I want to go to Norway one day. Is that what I'm thinking of? Is that like where you can see the northern lights really beautifully? Oh my gosh. Holy moly, guys. Like, these comments are moving so fast. How do you deal with feeling hopeless? Oh my gosh. Again, like anchoring down in your faith. Whatever invokes that feeling of like knowing you're supported, for me, if I go through periods where like I'll have that little bit of hopelessness creep in, or like fear of what's to come or whatever, I know I need to pray. I go deep in my prayer and like calling out to my angels, my ancestors, my guides. Slower. How'd y'all slow it down? Okay. Thank you. Yes. Because these eyes, I'm telling you right now, Aries rising? No, I'm a Virgo rising. And you know what's so annoying about that? Let me tell you. My Virgo and my Pisces, I can't remember which one it is, North Node and South Node. I think my North Node's in Virgo, I believe. I don't know. All I know is I'm super, super spiritual and I'm comfortable with being spiritual, and I'm not comfortable with planning. And that is like the epitome of my life. And it's so annoying because I get so overwhelmed when I need to plan or think ahead, like so overwhelmed. I am so good at just doing things impulsively in the moment. But I'm like, that's annoying. That makes so much sense. Why? That annoys me. I'm like, that's crazy. How is that my mission, to become better at planning and better at being practical? I don't like that. Just go with the flow. Exactly. How do you do a spiritual bath? Oof. I need to make a whole video on this one day, because my baths, y'all, that's where the real magic happens, okay? My baths are serious. I talk to my water. I don't care how crazy it sounds. I'll lean over the tub and talk to my water and thank it for cleansing all the energy off of me. I'll have candles and crystals all along the sides and set the vibe. You know, you need to set the scene. Good music going. But I think it's just about talking to your water, if I'm being honest. I'll like cry and just, yeah, tell my water, like, I'm going to tell you all my worries, and they leave my body and go into the water, and then it goes down the drain back to the earth. You're part of my routine. You bring me joy whenever you post. I know I'm not alone. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. Love from Romania. Wow. You were the truth. I just sent it to my story. Yes, guys, if anyone sent me emails, I really am sorry. I haven't logged into that email in a long time. I've just been like deep in my healing lately, but I will have to go and check those emails. Aww. Heather, thank you so much. How to regulate yourself when you're overwhelmed with your thoughts. Good comment or good question. Personally, I meditate. I know I'm going to be annoying with this whole meditation thing, but actually even better than meditation, I think, if I'm like have a lot of thoughts going on in my mind, your thoughts need to get out of you, okay? Some way, somehow, whether it be you speaking it out. For me personally, I love writing, okay? So if I'm like overwhelmed with a lot of thoughts, I need to sit down and just journal and dump everything from my brain onto something. You need to give your thoughts an avenue to get from inside of your body outside of you. Does that make sense? So like for me personally, I will just scribble, write, and like it doesn't have to look good, it doesn't have to sound poetic, it doesn't have to be good at all. Just write it all out, pour it from your being onto the pages. And I feel like that's just, your thoughts just want to get out of you. You know what I mean? So writing really helps me, and like just getting it out. Have you gone through the healing of which wound? The fear of being seen. For sure. I feel like, I don't know. I feel like, I don't know. I had this weird inkling when I was a child that like, I always thought I was going to be seen in some way. And like, so I feel like, yeah, the fear of being seen, I feel like I definitely, I don't know. I want to say, if I'm being real honest, I love to be seen. I do. Oh, should be live. can feel my heart. How do you surrender worries about what you create? Ooh, that's a good one. Again, I feel like anything you create, there needs to be a lot of detachment with it, right? And this book, The Creative Act, Rick Rubin, I've spoken about this before. He talks about how like creating anything, that's what your purpose is. Your purpose is just to create the art or to just show up in some way. What happens with it beyond that point is kind of outside of your control. So it's like understanding, why would I let myself worry about something that is beyond my control? You know, like how other people are going to perceive your art or your content or whatever. That's beyond your control. Your only purpose is to just show up for your art and to put yourself out there. You know what I mean? And like that in and of itself is you doing the work and showing up already, you know? So I think there has to be that level of detachment and just remembering, always coming back to your why, I guess. Like, why am I doing this? Your purpose is just to create the thing. And beyond that point, let God, let the universe do with it what it must, you know? So I think it is just like a level of detachment. Virgo rising, 12 house, we hate to admit that we love to be seen. Oh, I didn't know that. Niall, I did not see your question. There's so many, but hold on. I wonder if I can find it. Can you ask your question again, please? I got to 12,000 subscribers, then I quit. How come? One of your videos, past months. That could be my spirit acting as a representation of, you know, your future person that you're attracting. Do you speak on portals like the Lionsgate, Love, and Money? I don't know if I've mentioned. Yeah, I feel like I do. When we were in the Lionsgate, I feel like I was talking about it in some of my videos. But again, it's just, I speak about whatever's like currently in the energy. If that answers the question. Question about detachment from my art. Hold up. Hey, Jadina, I had a question about detachment and art. There's times I detach from my desire to make it in this field. And even I am still creating. I think with art, especially, again, it's just coming back to your why. Why are you doing it? You know, and it can be so hard when you want to do something creatively and you also want that to be your career, because I feel like sometimes like having to push so hard and hustle can take away from the beauty behind it. But again, it's just coming back to your why and like making sure that you're always, when you're doing it, you're pouring into doing it for the reason of just doing it because you love it, not because you want it or you expect it to do something for you. You know what I mean? How tall am I? 5'7". Dream vacations, Switzerland, for sure. I want to ride a train in Switzerland. How do you cope when you feel disgusted with most humans? Oh. Disgusted is a strong word, okay? But I think humans can be silly, and I think you just gotta laugh it off. How tall is she? What kind of question? No, so many people ask me how tall I am because I'm tall. I'm a tall girl. Aw, Tanvit, if I said that right, I appreciate you. What subliminal video creators should we trust? Guys, at some point I'm definitely going to make subliminals. But I've never encountered any that I don't trust personally, but I have heard stories of people being like, there's weird energy in these ones, but I like the high frequency subliminals. I think that's what her name is, or their name is. Jasmine, I love you so much. Hey, Bestie, I see your soul. Amanda Lewis, I see your soul too. I appreciate you. How do you do when you catch yourself sabotage yourself because of fear of success? Now that, you see, fear of being seen, I don't know her, but fear of success or fear of your own potential even, that's a real one for sure. Oh, what was the question? Oh, sorry, I'm not good at this, guys. How do you catch yourself? Again, I feel like it's just, if you know you're meant to be successful and you know you're meant to put stuff out into the world, I think that you can only hold on to that truth, because every other fear in your brain, like that, those fears are illogical. What is the truth? That you have a mission, that you have stuff that you want to put out into the world. So you have to keep showing up to that truth and not let those other fears convince you or like latch on to anything else besides that truth. Do you know what I mean? Does that make sense? I love you guys so much. My actual TikTok account is Dynamo. It's at like, I think like 200,000 subscribers on there. Ooh. How do you balance the art of rest and working towards goals when you're not used to being at peace with where you are in life? That's a good question. When you say that, Rebecca, do you mean like you're not used to being at peace? Like you are at peace, but you're just not used to feeling it right now? Let me know. Brittany the Intuitive Cosmic Wifey. Ooh, I have to check her out. I don't know who that is. What to do when you're in between phases of life? I feel like that's where we're all at in this collective. And honestly, all I'm learning is not to try and force it to the next season of your life before you're actually ready to get into the next season of your life. Do you know what I mean? So it's like letting yourself sit in the void, even though it's super uncomfortable here, even though you don't know where you're headed yet, I think is, I don't know, there's something beautiful about letting yourself sit in that discomfort of the in-between instead of like trying to force your way to the new chapter. Because ultimately, at the end of the day, if you force your way to the new chapter, that's not coming from a space of inspired action. That's coming from a space of you feeling restless in this not knowing where you're going next. So you're trying to force an outcome where it's like, don't do anything until you feel like lit up and excited about doing that thing. Do you know what I mean? How can I manifest a better life? Healing yourself. I think like as in society, we're all so driven towards success and like all of these external things. And that's 100% beautiful. We're all meant to be successful people. But from what I've learned, if you focus your whole entire purpose, your whole journey on becoming the best version of yourself, like from the inside out, the success, the accomplishments, the, legacy, the empire, that's what will come as a byproduct of you healing yourself. I think like self-development is truly the fast lane to manifesting your greatest desires in your life. Are you Canadian? Yes, I am. When writing down affirmations to bring into your life, oh my goodness, do you have a certain way that works best for you? I feel like I just let myself flow, especially when I'm scripting like affirmations. I'll just let it flow from me, and also not being judgmental, just letting what comes out come out. But I think speaking as a future version of you, or like trying to channel a future version of you while you're writing, if that makes sense. I wonder if I have like examples. Like I love to write as like sometimes when I'm scripting, I'll see myself in my future and I'll see myself as that future version of myself writing back to this current version of me now. Does that make sense? So I'll be writing and be like, girl, you have no idea how good it's about to get for you. You got no idea. You're stressing about what? Wait till you see where we're at, you know? I love channeling like future versions of myself when I'm writing to the present version of myself. Hold on, I need lip balm. One thing about me, if I'm stuck on a deserted island, I need lip balm. What do you do when people around you don't or can't understand the journey of rest? That's a tough one. That is a tough one because I feel like when you're in a period of rest in your life, other people can perceive it as like laziness or you being passive to life or not trying hard or whatever. And people might be like, what are you doing? Why are you taking all that time? But they don't realize that you're honoring what your body is like naturally integrating, all the healing and stuff that you've been doing. So in my opinion, I think the only way to do that is to, if you can, of course, it's obviously more of a struggle if you're like living with people that don't understand, but like as much distance as you can take from people that don't understand that part of the journey is what I would do. Be very discerning with who you spend time with at that time. Like only surround yourself with people that honor that. If you're living with them, obviously it makes it harder, but I think just having strong boundaries and like expressing to people, this is a season that I'm in right now. I know it might not make sense to you, but I have to honor this, and like staying firm on your boundaries is what I would say. How do you handle being a public figure, spiritual leader? Guys, I'm just me. I don't know. I feel like I don't even like it like blows my mind to see all of you guys even in here right now. Or like when people recognize me and come up to me in public, I'm like, I'm just as excited as you are. Like, I'm like, there's no way that you guys think this is crazy. It's just me. What's your art style in regards to tattooing? I feel like, I don't know, I get asked this question so much, but I feel like I really love every single style of tattooing, except for realism. Ugh, realism is not my cup of tea, but you're real? Chat is going crazy. How do you cope with waiting for divine timing in terms of love? This is something like I'm still navigating within my own life. But I think just like trusting the seasons that you're in. I think that if you're in a single season, you're meant to really romanticize the crap out of it, you know, because you're not going to be single or feeling lonely forever. And it's going to come a time in your life where maybe you have a person and you end up having a family and whatever. And you're going to look back and be like, man, I spent all that time while I was single, just like thinking about how I can get to my partnership when I didn't even fully appreciate the fact that I had that singlehood, that like being able to find myself and be in my own energy and not have anyone messing my stuff up, you know? Like, I think you got to just really romanticize the season that you're in and just trust that it will come to an end, but like enjoy this season fully, because you're going to get to the next season and be like, man, I just wish I enjoyed that season more, you know? Seeing she was live, I was like, what the fuck? Right? This is big stuff. Can you teach me how to Dougie? If I could play music right now, I would definitely teach you how to Dougie. You ever deal with life-ending thoughts? For sure. There was a time period in my life, you guys. Okay, I can't laugh. This is serious. But I was laughing at the comments, you guys know. Anyways, there's a time period in my life where I did not want to be here. And honestly, like, this is why I was crying so much today, because it's genuinely a miracle that I'm even here right now, like just living and breathing. Like, I went through a period where I was literally like playing with my life. Like, not to get dark on you guys, but I was like going out of my way to try and not be here, if that makes sense. And like, I came to this realization that like I couldn't not be here. Like, it wouldn't work. Like, something would always interrupt my process of that, you know? And like, yeah, I'm realizing now out of that season that like, damn, clearly I was supposed to be here. But I really thought for like a time in my life, I was like, I'm invincible. Like, nothing can take me out. I've tried, nothing can take me out. So I think, yeah, your question was, have I ever dealt with those things? For sure. For sure. And my heart goes out to every single one of you guys who has had those thoughts or has experienced that also, because it's not easy. But like, I don't know. I think I'm grateful that I went through that experience also, because I feel like it just makes you resonate with people who also go through the same experience. Do you know what I mean? How am I now? I'm so grateful and blessed and thriving. Aw. Um, Sorry, guys, trying to keep up. Once you've been through something, it unlocks a whole new side of humanity. Exactly. I wouldn't take back any darkness that I've ever experienced in my life, because I feel like it's easy to like judge other people who are going through dark periods or harder periods of life if you haven't been through it yourself. So I think I had to go through everything. Where's the music, future DJ? I'm cooking it up. That's what I'd be doing on my free time. I'm just kidding. Actually, I'm not really. I have so many songs that I made, you guys, that just like I record on my phone. But one day I'll share music. Josiah, starting a music festival, my band. Oh my goodness. Congratulations. I'm so proud of you. How did you tap into us? I wish I could tell you how this whole journey started. But again, I knew I needed to show up. Like, I had this weird feeling I needed to just sit in my car. I love filming in my car, as you guys know. My car is my safe space. And I feel like my brain just turns off there and I can just let energy flow through me. But yeah, I just had this weird calling that like I needed to sit down, because I started on TikTok just making short videos. And then I was like, I always knew I wanted to do YouTube. So yeah, I just honored showing up, and it just turned into what it did. I'm so glad you guys like the car vibes, because that's boogie. That's my safe space. Do you actually ever see any of us in real life? What do you mean? 3 things that changed your life. Ooh. Um, Definitely loss, like losing people, losing my mom, my grandparents. I feel like loss, death, grief, that changed me like from the inside out for sure. Gave me a whole new perspective on life. Also heartbreak. Um and then I think this journey and just like finding God or source, the universe, finding that connection to spirit absolutely changed everything. Have you found your soul tribe in your life? I think you guys are my true soul tribe, soul family. In my real life, in my physical reality, I think it's still processing. I think I've stumbled across a few for sure soul connections in my life, but yeah, grief is the portal. I agree with that. Are you happy with your self-care routine? Yes. One thing about me, I take good care of myself. I make sure I do the things that I need to do, even if I don't want to do them, like working out, moving my body, eating clean. I take very good care of myself and I love self care. It's wild to see your face in the daylight. How do you bounce back from going up short on a goal? I think like remembering what your end game is and trusting that like hurdles are going to happen along the way. It's not always going to just take off and you're going to land and hit your goals right away. But I think just knowing if that's where you want to be, then don't let anything, literally no challenge, no obstacle, no whatever come in the way to where you're going, you know? Just brush it off, which again, easier said than done sometimes, but you have to be in that mentality where you're like, nothing can phase me because I know where I'm going. So any problem, any roadblock, any obstacle that happens along the way, I know is clearly meant to happen or it's like a blessing. How do you know that you are truly meant to do something? I feel like you can feel it. I don't know, and I feel like it's hard to explain because it goes beyond like human language. It's a feeling, like an internal feeling, you know? I think if it's something that like lights you up inside and like also makes you nervous and gives you butterflies and like yeah, like a feeling like ugh, right in the gut, you know? That's how you know. You a CIA agent? How do you get past the fear of being hurt again? Mm. I think you have to get to a point where you can appreciate the pain and appreciate the hurt. Because if you're afraid of being hurt, then you might protect yourself a little too much and keep yourself closed off from beautiful things in your life just out of fear of not wanting to be hurt again, which is very valid. But I think hurt and pain is such a beautiful thing that we get to experience. And I think if we spend our whole lives trying to avoid being hurt, confirmation burp, excuse me, then we might end up missing out on things that are really beautiful and meant for us. So I think if you can get to a place mentally where you're like, you know what, hurt, it might not feel good in the moment, but it's a beautiful thing that we get to experience. And then you're open to it. Like, yeah. My life is a constant prayer. Quote of the day. Right? After I said that, I was like, okay, that was poetic. Do you ever randomly get a message while doing something? Yes. Literally, again, I feel like I'm in constant communication with spirit. Constant. Like all day, every day, which I'm so grateful for. How can I be okay with being in the void? Just like what we were talking about earlier, the void is super uncomfortable and also like a space that is just pregnant with possibilities, you know? Endless possibilities are able to be created from a void space. And I think that that's so exciting and so beautiful. But I think also not rejecting the discomfort that you're naturally going to experience in a void space and just realizing it's okay to be uncomfortable, you know? Sun sign, I'm a Taurus. Hasn't it been such a crazy vibe lately? Telling you. I'm telling you, the vibes, the switch up from like Sunday, I don't even know. I'm like, am I reading that twice or did someone else comment that too? That's crazy. Do you believe in God? Of course. It's so tense. Yeah, I feel that. Yes, my Venus is in Pisces. Aw, I don't have Cash App because I'm Canadian and we don't have cool stuff like that. Loneliness, I feel you. Oh my gosh. When did you fully accept your spiritual path, all your spiritual gifts? You know what's crazy, guys? In like, I think it was 20, I want to say 2019, 2020, 2021, in that area. I was going through a really traumatic time in my living situation with my dad. And it got to the point where I feel like I was going through like a near death experience, if I'm being real. And that, like, something woke me up. Something woke up inside of me, and I had this huge awakening. I started finding all this spiritual stuff online and like deep diving. And at that point, I knew instantly. I had this inkling. I'm like, I'm meant to like teach this stuff one day or share my experience with this stuff one day. I knew it. But I also knew I wasn't meant to act on it right away. So I waited until like I was just working on myself and developing my own spiritual abilities and trusting my intuition for like, what is that? Like math, 2025, 5 years now. Before now I'm like fully confident in it, but it took that's a long time. How do you separate what you want slash fear from your intuition? For me personally, I feel like when I get an intuitive nudge about something, it always feels very quiet and calm. It feels like a whisper almost internally, and it just feels very calm, you know? Whereas I feel like if it's a fear of mine, I also feel like I feel it more so in my headspace, in my mind, and I feel my intuition more in my gut. Does that make sense? So like if I get an intuitive nudge about something, it's like a quiet whisper and I feel it inside of me. If I get fear and anxiety, it's like up in my brain and it's this nagging voice. It's usually so much louder and just annoying. I'm like, can you shut up? That voice is just like annoying and it wants to be heard and it's usually yelling. You know, it's not like a quiet whisper. So that's how I discern between the two personally. Can you develop communication with the angels? Yes, for sure. I think the fastest way to develop being able to communicate with your angels and guides is by communicating with them every chance you get. Like every single morning, I will make sure I say good morning to my angels. When I go to bed, I'll always look out my window every night before I go to sleep and like, thank you, angels, for such a beautiful day. Thank you for sending me messages. So I feel like they just want to be in a relationship that feels reciprocal also. So if you can acknowledge your angels and the spirits around you, even in the most mundane moments, you know what I mean? I think that that really develops that relationship with them. Thoughts on Mary Jane? I think Mary Jane is a beautiful spiritual tool when used intentionally and also moderately. I think anything you use in excess can be can take from you, but I think it's a beautiful thing if you use it in the right ways. And the same thing with mushrooms. Is that a lash bed? No, it's my well, actually it is technically, but it's what I use for my tattoos. Do you plan on getting married in the near future? Oh my goodness. I need a few more steps that gotta come before that. I gotta have somebody first and foremost. But I don't know. When I was a kid, I never wanted to be married. Ever. I'm like, I'm not getting married. But I have no rush for any of that stuff. I don't know. Like, I feel like a lot of people, especially around my age, you have that like whisper of like, you're getting up there. I don't have that. Thank God. I feel like I'm still like a kid at heart. So I'm just trusting. Not the M word. Where do you want to move to? That's my biggest question. I have no idea. Where do you go if you could go anywhere? Guys, this has been so much fun. An hour? An hour and 6 minutes? What? Do you think people can become dependent on your readings? I would hope not, because my intention with my messages, like, I hope every single one of you guys knows that I'm not this like magical spiritual being that like you have to come to me to access this information. Like, this is all already information that's existing inside of you. And it's just nice to have somebody that can like vocalize it for you. Does that make sense? That's my intention with my messages. I am 27. What is it like to communicate with the angels? I feel like it's obviously a beautiful thing, but I don't know. I feel like it's little synchronicities that get sent to you, if I'm answering your question correctly. But I feel like my angels always send me little synchronicities, whether it be numbers or like somebody saying something that I was thinking, or like special things that come across me on my path and on my journey that I know were not, that they were sent there for a specific reason, and it lights me up inside. Angel numbers, do I have a connection to 923, 423, 23, anything with 23? Because that was my birthday. We like to create an online meeting one day. I would love to have a real life meeting one day. Are you non-monogamous? What does that mean again? Somebody tell me, because I don't want to answer that until I know what it means for sure. How do you make it past a teen? Oh, my heart is sending you so much love, because I feel like I asked the same questions when I was a teen. And it's hard to see a future for yourself if you're in that space, you know? But I think just taking it one day at a time, genuinely, one day at a time, and not trying to think so far ahead if you feel like you can't. Just living moment by moment and trying to hold on and keep the faith. Non-monogamous means that you have multiple individuals you're in a relationship with. No. I'm a one-person girly. I'm gonna tap from you. How is your Saturn return for you? I think I'm in my Saturn return right now. Do you ever see what an angel looks like? What's that thing called? Seraphims, I think they're called. Do I have a drawing? I think I drew one. I don't know. Eyes for me, I have such a weird connection with eyes. Like I've been drawing eyes, tattooing eyes, painting eyes from as early as I can remember. So I feel like eyes always remind me of like angels. Wow, I'm in my Saturn return now. That's crazy. But like, oh my gosh, good for you. I feel like you're entering your glow up season. You're in your glow up season. Aww. I love you guys. Favorite eye color? I don't have a favorite. They're all beautiful. What's my ethnicity? I am half Irish, half Jamaican. Master of Earth on YouTube. I have not. Oh my gosh, my eyes. I always thought your neck tattoo said rebel. That's crazy. You guys want to hear a story about this actually? I feel like this just sums up who I am as a person. But how I did this tattoo. I did this tattoo out of spite, basically. I like put the stencil on me and then I posted on my Snapchat. I'm like, y'all, should I tattoo myself right here? And like 10 people Snapchatted me back and they were like, absolutely not. Don't do it. Don't do it. It's right on your neck. What if you mess it up? Blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, you must not know who I am. And that like fueled me. That gave me all the fuel and the fire that I needed. And I got up and I tattooed it. And it's my favorite tattoo on me. And it's crazy. I was not even like connected to angels or I had no information about this, like spiritual stuff when I did this tattoo. And I'm just like, ugh, crazy. Oh my gosh. Okay. What you said, the message from your black cat vid. I need to watch that one again because that one, my YouTube's been like pushing that one at me again. I'm like, what is the energy in that video? But isn't it insane? Like some of the older videos that are popping up, I'm like, that is crazy. How old was I when I got my first tattoo? I think it was 18. Guys, I can't believe we've been doing this for like an hour. That's crazy. How do you know you're in your Saturn return? I think you have to look at your birth chart. I think. No, actually. Ugh, I don't know. I'm pretty sure from what I've heard, it's like from 27 to 30 or something like that. I don't know though. Do you watch other readers? I love Freya. Love that girl. Natty, of course. How connected are you with your Jamaican roots? I grew up, my mom's the Jamaican in my family, and she was a single mom, deeply, deeply connected to my Jamaican roots. Deeply. Check out my music. Norman Lee Smith music. Everyone go check out their music. Before reggae and esoteric on my jam. Love that. Favorite music artist? Love Mac Miller, Daniel Caesar, Frank Ocean. Don't tell me that. You're moving to Hawaii. Don't tell me that, because I will be there in a heartbeat. Oh my goodness. What? Ramona? Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. Oh, you guys just blessed my whole day today. Seriously. I feel so good. And I was feeling so nervous coming on here, just because I get nervous. I'm a nervous girl. Thank you so much, Ramona. Oh my God. I was like looking at it because it said test. I'm like, is that real? Oh my gosh. Travis, shout out to you. Thank you so much. We love your yaps. I'm so glad. Sleeping 10 plus hours a night? For sure. Also, if you're like a female, check where you're at in your cycle. Like if you have a menstrual cycle, I feel like when I'm on my cycle, I sleep a lot, like 12 hours a night. Aw, I'm so glad we did this today, you guys. I'm still laughing at the chicken wing delivery during a video. What can I say? This is just how it be. I'll take the tail end over nothing. I feel like my intuition has been strongly telling me to quit my job. I'm trying to be logical about it. Any advice? Ooh. I feel like if you're getting that calling, there's a reason for it for sure, but also don't feel like you have to rush any decisions, you know? Again, I feel like the whole message has been like doing things from a space that feels calm and inspired rather than doing things from a space that feels like out of fear or like needing to get out of something, you know? So just make sure you calm, ground, center, and it's coming from a space that you're inspired to take the next action. She looks like Alex. Who's Alex? Nice to see you too. How do you stay pure and not go super villain mode after going through a lot of dark moments with people? I mean, that's real for sure. But don't let people or experiences in life diminish who you are as a soul. You know, if you're a soul that is so light and so bright and so kind and so pure, that's you at your soul. Don't let other people take that from you. You know, don't let painful situations take that from you. They don't deserve that. Okay. I think the best revenge, if you even want to call it that, is stepping into the most purest, beautifulest version of you that you could possibly be, you know? And like kill them with kindness is so real. How many tattoos do I have? Too many. I lost count. Was your mom gifted like you? Aw, thank you for that question. My mom used to have the craziest prophetic dreams. Like she would dream about something and tell us, and it would happen the next day, but she never considered herself spiritual. Like my grandma was very deep in the church and like all of that, very religious. But yeah, my mom was not really. But she, like, everyone knew she was psychic as fuck. Like, you could just tell. She would always predict things before they happened. And I wish I would have gotten the chance to, like, pick her brain and, like, ask her about this stuff because, yeah, we never had any conversations about any of this. I never knew anything about any of this when she was still around, you know? What does it sound like when spirit talks to you? This might sound weird, but I feel like it always sounds like my higher self, or it sounds like a version of me, but I know it's angels. Let me see the highest version of yourself. I think just acknowledging that you are right now the highest version of yourself and not seeing your higher self as something outside of you that you need to you need to be perfect to get to this higher version of yourself, or you need to work harder or accomplish this or do this or whatever. I think when you give yourself permission to just acknowledge that you right now are great and fucking incredible, the you that exists right in this moment, then I forgot your question. But I had a point there. How old was I when she passed? She passed when I was 18. Yeah. I appreciate you guys asking me questions because I feel like it's nice to. Oh my God. Ramona, what? Oh my God. Thank you so much. Oh, my heart's beating so fast right now, you guys. Wow. My heart, I wish you guys could feel my heart beating. Ramona, you seriously, like, thank you so much. All of you guys. Oof. How did your mom pass? I've never gotten into this stuff, but I can tell you guys. I know this is a safe space, but um, my mom struggled with addiction. She was an alcoholic, and that ended up ending things for her, basically. I don't think she was in a phase of her life where she didn't want to be around anymore. So that addiction kind of, yeah, her livers failed, basically. Why is my heart beating fast too? I'm telling you. Wow. You guys are so incredible. I love you guys so much. Don't be sorry. No need to be sorry. Everything happened exactly as it was supposed to. Joyce, I'm sending you so much love. Vacation time. Aw. Yeah, no, my Casey, I'm sending you a big, big hug right now. I love you. Um, but yeah, no, my mom is definitely like, she's pulling strings for me for sure. I can feel it. Ramona, you're incredible. Seriously, from the bottom of my heart, I can't even express how grateful I am. Can you still feel her love? Of course. I feel her with me all the time. All the time. And of course, like, grief is weird. Like, it was really hard, obviously, in the beginning. I think now I'm finally at a place where I'm like just appreciative of everything and not so much deep in my grieving, but it comes and goes. Like, grief is a hard thing. What side of the bed do you sleep on, left or right? Right, I think. Do you have any close family near you, siblings? Yes, I have siblings. I have 2 sisters. I basically had my baby sister, Jalissa. She was like living with me and my mom before it was like really bad. And then when my mom passed, she was 3, I think. And I ended up having to withdraw myself from high school to take care of her. This is a whole long story, guys. I'm going to have to get into all this one day, but I took myself out of high school. I ended up finishing like years later, whatever. And then after my mom passed, I couldn't take care of her. I was only like fresh 18. So she had to go live with her dad in BC. So she's living out there. And my other sister, she wasn't living with us. She lives in Australia right now. So I have 2 full sisters. Then I have other 2 half siblings also. I love you guys. Whoa. What is my favorite color? What a pure, wholesome question. I think blue. I love you, Pookie. What? You're in Australia and met my sister? I'm gonna have to ask her. That's crazy. What? Pookies! Were you always psychic? You know what's crazy? As a kid, my cousins, my older cousins, they were much older than me, but when I was like 6 or 7, every time they saw me, they'd be like, Jadina, tell us our auras, like read our auras for us. And I don't know if I was like legit seeing auras or what, but I would tell them. And like, I swear I was seeing these things, but they would always come to me and ask me to tell them what their aura color was. And then one time my cousin had this crazy experience. Oh, this is so nice. I've never told these things to anyone. But one time my cousin had this crazy experience where we had this other cousin that passed away. And she said she came and she was looking in my eyes as I was sitting on the couch. And she like looked in one of my eyes and she saw his reflection standing behind her through my eye. So that freaked her out. But I think I was always psychic. I just didn't know that I was. Your aura is baby blue? Oh, stop. That's my favorite. Can you talk more about your Daniel Caesar moment? Yes, I would love to talk about that moment. Okay. Oh my goodness. This was like the moment for me. Basically, I was fresh after a breakup, kind of fresh after a breakup, right? And this was like a big heartbreak. Okay, I was in a relationship for like almost 8 years. Went through this huge heartbreak, had tickets to Daniel Caesar. And I knew, I was like, this is going to be my proof right here. I knew I was powerful. I've been knowing I could manifest. Like I had all of this inside of me, but I never tested it on anything. I'm like, this is my moment to test the universe, to test my powers here. So I set a strong intention. I'm like, if I'm so powerful, universe, okay, if I'm so powerful and I can have anything I want, pull me up on that stage with Daniel Caesar. Show me that I can do that, okay? And yeah, leading up to it, I like meditated, I visualized that moment happening, I scripted about it, and then came the concert. And we were on the floor. He kept making eye contact with me the entire time as he was up there, okay? Like we were locking eyes. I was like, I see you, you see me. I knew something was up. And then the concert keeps going and it's almost done. I'm like, damn, like maybe this is not going to happen. Like I was making peace with it. And then I had this sign, like, let me sing with you. But I was getting so shy because the people behind me were getting angry, rightfully so, that I was holding up a sign, you know? So every time I'd put the sign up, they'd be like, put the sign down. And I'd be like, I'm sorry, okay. And then my friend, she was like, no, hold that sign up one more time. So I'm like, screw it. I held it up and Daniel points at me. He's like, you. And I was like, what? And I turned to my friend. I'm like, it's happening. He runs, grabs security, tells them, that girl. Security comes. Literally, you guys, a freaking movie. Like, I was half blacked out at this point. But security comes, lifts me up, pulls me over the thing, runs with me backstage, behind the stage. This is like a sold out stadium show, like a big show, okay? Probably like, I don't even know how many people at these shows, 50,000, 60,000, something like that. They pull me backstage, hand me a mic. I'm like, what? And then I run out on stage with him and he was so sweet. But the thing is, he wanted me to perform with him. I think it's called Get You with Kali Uchis. Or no. Yeah. It was that one. Yeah. That was the song, which I know that song. I love that song. Okay. But what happened was when I got out there and I'm talking to him, he's like, I want you to sing the like Kali's part. I literally, you guys, my brain shut off. I'm like, what song is this? I had no idea what song it was. I was so lost. I'm like, shoot. And then he looks at me. He's like, you know the lyrics, right? I'm like, yeah, I do, of course. And then it took me a second to finally lock in. And then my mic was barely working. So he kept telling the guys backstage or whatever, he's like pointing at the mic and being like, turn her mic up. It was just so chaotic. And I remember at one point, he's like, you take that side, I'll take this side. He's like, own that stage. I was like, okay. And I like ran over there and I'm like singing, but my mic was still not really working, but I was just vibing. And then, it got to the part in the song where it's like, you. And he's like, he came and like grabbed me and we were holding on to each other. He's like, watch this, put your mic out. And we put it out at the same time and the crowd just sang that part so beautifully. And he like looks at me, he's like, crazy, huh? I was like, what is even happening right now? Like, what? It was just so surreal. And like, yeah, after that, everyone at the whole show was asking to take pictures with me. I'm like, me? What is going on right now? Like, people were coming up to me. They're like, we thought you were her, like H.E.R, the artist or whatever. I was like, oh my goodness, this is crazy. But that was my proof right there. Like, and I know for a fact that was my mom. 1000% that was my mom right there because it was her birthday month, which is October next month. And she always does something crazy for me every October. Literally every October since then, she's given me a huge, massive gift. So anyways, that was such a huge blessing on my journey. And like, I still can't believe that freaking happened. Like, I cannot believe that happened. The craziest experience of my entire life. I couldn't sleep for like 3 days after that. Could not sleep. And what's funny was all these people were doubting me at my work. I remember telling them, don't worry, when I get up on that stage, I'll tell you guys hello. I'll wave for you guys. And they were like, sure, Janina, you're going to get on stage with Daniel Caesar. Sure. I'm like, you just watched. I knew it. Isn't that crazy? I'm late. Whose concert? Daniel Caesar. My mom's birthday, October 27th. She's a Scorpio. Her birth chart, you guys, actually terrifying. It was like, she's got like a Scorpio stellium, but like times 2. She's got like 6 Scorpio placements. Scary. If you had a real job, what would it be? You know, it's crazy. When I was a kid, I wanted to be a brain surgeon. That's so random, but yeah. Or a teacher. Probably a teacher. I hope you see this. How is it? We're in the energy pouring into ourselves, but love is also finding us. I feel like that's exactly why it's finding us. Because we are in the energy of pouring into ourselves, which love loves that energy, you know? When you love yourself, like when you see somebody who loves themselves, like down bad, loves themselves, that energy right there, it's so like, I don't know, people just want to love upon you if you love yourself. Because at the end of the day, we teach people how to love us through how much we love ourselves. Confirmation. And I feel like I had to really learn this the hard way in my life. Like, if you don't love yourself and you don't have that self-love, you'll project that onto someone you're with, or like the whole time you're thinking that they're just not treating you right and it's like their fault and like you want to fix them. But really, it takes a lot to look at yourself in the mirror and be like, is it me though? Am I the drama? Oh my God. Charles? What the heck, you guys? Oh my God. Wait, what'd you say? I'm literally shaking. Like, oh my God, thank you so much. When you come into my TX, what's TX? Woo! You guys, I'm like trembling. Oh my gosh. Thank you guys so much. Seriously. Wow. Wow. TX is Texas. I wanted to live in Texas for a time. I feel like the houses out there are so beautiful. Aw, thank you, Chelsea. Y'all are so funny. One time on the anniversary of my dad's, I got invited to rehearse to perform with. Oh my gosh. That's incredible. What a gift. That was for sure your dad. What a gift. Is that a watch and a ring? Oh, maybe this? No, it's aquamarine. Nuggets Divinity chapter of the day. Where's my book? Where's my book? Actually, can I show you guys my painting that I'm working on? I have to go grab it. Okay, give me a second. Okay, ready? That's the one. I love it. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to resin it and put a layer of resin over top. Yeah, that's a vibe. That's a vibe. Aw, thanks, guys. Y'all are so sweet. Somebody commented on my video that they said they had a dream about meeting me in an art show in New York. I was like, that's kind of scary because I feel like I'm meant to do an art show one day. Stop! You guys. If you were an animal, what animal would you be? For sure a cat. For sure a cat. I like to be by myself. I don't like to be touched sometimes. I like my space. For sure a cat. Travis. Wait. Guys, what is going on here? I would like to be an eagle. Ooh, that'd be fun. A bald eagle. Okay, eagles. All the eagles in the chat. You blowing up. What is going on? Guys, I don't even know how to work this stuff. I can tell you. I don't know how many people are in here. I go to your art show. Aw. Pookie. Oh, I wish I had more interesting stuff to tell you guys right now or questions. I feel like I don't really have much to offer right now other than just hanging out. But I'm so grateful that we had this hangout. Like, I really needed this. Whoa, 820 people? Stop! What the heck? Oh my God. Oh my gosh, what is going on? Charles, I'm so grateful for you. That is crazy. Oh my goodness. Charles, my dude. Y'all got me nervous and blushing. Star sign. Oh my goodness. L's. Wow. That's powerful. Charles, like, that's crazy. I didn't say Charles, my dude. What do you guys said it? I was just reading it out. Oh my gosh. Do this every week. Yeah, I may have to. Ooh, how can you oh, jeez. How can you use your chart to help with your journey? I think one thing that really helped me on my journey was my human design chart. I don't know if you guys are into that or if you've looked into that, but after figuring out that I was a projector, that really helped me a lot, especially with like how to put myself out there. Does that make sense? Like projectors, you're really supposed to let people find you. So that really helped me at least. Travis, what'd you say? See you in the next video. How do you look into that? I think just Google like a human design chart. Yeah, I think that's what I did. I just Googled it, and there's like quizzes you can take. Ooh, I wish I knew my numbers. Does it feel to know how much you're loved and adored? Surreal. Like genuinely surreal. I think it's so interesting because it's like an online thing. So I can feel it, but I can't feel it and picture it at like the scale that it actually is. Do you know what I mean? Like I feel overwhelmed by all of this love, but to think like in numbers, like how many of you guys like vibe with me, like it actually is just my brain can't even wrap around it. Mom don't know what time I was born. Yes, I struggled with that also after my mom passed. I'm like, how am I going to figure out what time I was born? I literally had to like go digging at the hospital I was born at. I had a friend whose mom worked there, so she was able to look back at the records and figure out my birth time. So you might have to do some digging if you can. Oracle, yeah, that fits what you're doing. Someone here just pointed that out. I missed that. We're representing your universe. That's so powerful to think about. Guys, I'll probably leave in like 5 to 10 minutes. But this was so special. Like, I'm so grateful for all of you guys. This is only my second time going live ever. And I was still just as nervous as the first one in the beginning. Until y'all started buttering me up. I see what you did there. Okay? It worked. I love you more, India. What advice would you give to another projector that's starting on YouTube? Baby, baby, baby. Okay? Start. Don't focus on what's my first video going to be. I need to perfect it, because that's what kept me back for so long. Even though I think we start when we're meant to start. Like, I believe in divine timing, but genuinely, don't let those fears hold you back. Just start. And like the path will reveal itself once you just start. I think so many people get caught up on like the beginning step that they keep themselves in that like analysis paralysis stage before acting, you know, when in reality, if you just do it without like focusing on it, I can't look at this right now. Hold on a second. Let me finish my thought. If you do this without focusing on like what you're thinking it's supposed to be, and you just do it and you just keep going, you're going to see it evolves into exactly what it's meant to evolve into. Let me scroll up. Hold on a second. Since you love music, check out the song I wrote. Aw, Zach Sammo. I won't break. Let me write that down so I don't forget. Zach. We'll definitely check that out. Charles? What the actual heck is going on here? This was too much. Thank you so much. Like, what the heck? Oh my god. Oh my god. Charles, shout out to you. For real. You just blessed up my day, my life, and I'm so grateful for you. Red, white, and blue. Thank you so much. The first super on a live stream. Okay, let me get back to where we were. Oh my gosh. Like, there's no way. Charles, what? Oh my god, y'all are so funny. Charles, seriously, thank you so much. Oh, you listened to the Angel song? Did you like it? Masterpiece, wasn't it? Hey, twin, it's so beautiful to find this to you again. Thank you for the love you sent. This may be a bit odd. Not odd at all. I appreciate you and I love you so much. I was like, what is burning? But my candle just went out. Oh my goodness. Should stay up here for the rest of the day. Oh my goodness. No, Charles really did his big one out here. That's crazy. What do you do for work, my dude? Oh my gosh. Y'all are funny. Y'all are funny. Oh my goodness. What do you record on? Right now I'm on my computer. My YouTube videos are usually on just my iPhone, or I have a DJI little camera that I got from my Ireland trip. Okay, guys, I'm leaving in 5 minutes. Charles, stop. Like, at this point, this is wild. Oh my gosh. Y'all are killing me right now. Charles, that's crazy. Oh my, I'm like turning red. Oh my gosh. Ooh. Thank you so much. What the heck? Oh my god. Bro has spiritual riz. Stop. Y'all got me blushing. Woo. Y'all. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Guys, stop with these Charles comments. I'm actually, oh my gosh. This is hilarious. Oh my goodness. Charles, you just blessed up this whole stream. That's crazy. Woo! Oh, my cheeks hurt. I feel like I've been smiling this entire time. Y'all funny. I swear to God, you guys are so funny. Oh my God. This is hilarious. Whew. Somebody's exposing Charles. Oh my God. Guys, stop. Oh, my cheeks. Ooh. Oh. Okay, guys. I have to go in like 5 minutes. I know I said that a while ago, but hold on. Let me actually just text my sister really quick. There I go. That was so funny. I literally needed that laughter. Wow. Charles, seriously, like jokes aside, thank you so much. You're welcome, Pookie. Oh my gosh, man. I need to get off of here before. This is insane. What? I need to leave this stream. My heart actually can't handle all of this right now. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. Charles, I'm going to treat myself today because of you, and I'm so grateful for that. Thank you so much. This just literally made my whole day. You did not have to do any of this. Holy moly. Oh my gosh. No. I'm leaving in 3 minutes, so there's not going to be no more. That's crazy. I feel like it's not going to hit me like what just transpired here until I click end the live stream and I sit and process like what the actual F is going on. Oh my God. Bucket of chicken wings incoming. Yep. Hot wings? Yep. Aw, thank you, Judah. That great guy. Thank you so much. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. What? Is this real? Is this real? Are y'all seeing this? Hit and miss? What? Did that just happen? Am I tripping? What? Guys. Y'all, what? Oh my god, my heart. Bro, my heart's like jumping out of my chest right now. What the I can't even scroll back up to see that comment. Hit and miss? There's no effing way. What? Oh my god. What is actually happening right now? I feel like I'm literally glitching. Oh my god. Clearly our love language is gift giving. You guys, this is a struggle because I'm still getting okay with receiving. And y'all are clearly a bunch of givers. Ugh. Oh my god. Thank you so much. Seriously. Thank you so much. Oh my god, you guys. Like, I actually am like blown away right now. Holy crap. No, y'all are literally about to make me cry. I told you guys from the minute I got on this live, I've been crying all day. I'm going to try and hold it together, but I promise you right now, I'm not doing so good. Oh my god. This is actually insane. I love you guys so much. Please. Thank you. Wow. Wow, you guys just made my whole freaking day. Like, just talking to you guys and like, ugh. This is why I was crying earlier, because I feel so fucking lucky. Like, you guys have no idea. Life can feel so lonely. And like, just knowing that I have you guys, even just like when I film my YouTube videos, like the energy I feel from you guys, the comments, moments like this, like I'm so eternally grateful. I can't even describe it because there's not enough words to describe what I'm feeling. It feels like my heart is being like fucking teared open, and all this love is just shooting right in there, and I'm like, you know? Oh my gosh. I love you guys so much. Seriously. Oh, stop. I love you guys. Please tell me you recorded this. Yeah, I think it'll post on my YouTube after. I'm gonna have to go back and watch this. Oh my gosh, my heart. Like, holy crap. How does one go on? Like, genuinely. Oh my god. I'm gonna be crying all day. Wow. I wish I had something to give you guys. You've given me so much. I wish I had like like, what can I do? What can I give? I just mean right now in this moment. Like, do I got a question? Do I got something? A music recommendation? Something. Let me give you something. Oh my gosh. Oh, stop. You guys are so sweet. Someone said more homework and I saw it. I saw that one. Okay. Thank you. Y'all are like, no, just receive, just receive. I'm trying. I'm trying, but I will give you more homework since you asked. Okay. Your homework is, oof, this is a good one. When you have the time to watch a movie, okay? Oh my God, I can't handle this, you guys. Oh my gosh. Bae? Thank you so much. Oh my God. Asana Lek, thank you. Oh! Not homework. Listen, don't run from the homework. This is good homework. This is fun homework. You love how the gifts are stressing me out. If y'all could feel my palms right now, palms are sweating, heart is racing. I'm trying to keep it cool, but I'm about to crumble as soon as I turn off this live. Oh my God. Okay, right, about the movie. Thank you. Okay, movie recommendation. Ooh, for you guys. This, you guys, is my favorite movie of all time. And this movie right here is the very reason why I felt like I could do anything in this life. Okay, so the movie that you need to watch tonight or whenever you have the chance is, what's it called? Okay, it's on Netflix. It's called True Spirit. True Spirit, I think. Please, if you've watched that, let me know. It's about this girl. I won't tell you, I won't spoil anything, but this girl who's like 15 or 16 and she sails across the entire world, the ocean. She sails across the world. Okay. And this is a true story. Let me tell you right now, this is based off of a true story. Did I recommend this before? Really? The boat movie, yes. Please, you guys, watch this movie. It'll like, I don't know, like the fact that she could do that in real life at that age by herself in the mother freaking ocean against all of nature by herself. We can do anything. We here in this collective, we can do anything. She did that in real life. This is a real life story. We can do anything. Okay. Please watch it. Please watch it. So good. Yes, it's on Netflix. Yay! We should all watch it together one day. That's a dream. That's a dream. You know what we should plan someday? Like, like drive-in theaters. We should have like a meetup. Oh my gosh, you guys. There's like a heart cloud outside my window right now. Wow. But we should have a meetup. I gotta go soon because I'm gonna cry. We should have a meetup at like a drive-in field and like have a movie night. That'd be so fun. No, like this heart cloud, like how am I supposed to go on? What the heck? Oh, you guys have made my whole freaking day, life, year, this life, the next life, every other life after that. This was so freaking incredible. Like, wow. I'm so grateful for you guys. Like, this was so fun. This was so fun. I had so much fun and I was so nervous, but like every time I actually like let the nerves settle and just connect with you guys, I'm like, oh, duh, family, soul family. Round of applause. Maybe make that ass clap. That's what I heard when I saw that. Put it on Charles Tab. No, y'all were doing too much with that stuff. That was so funny. That was so funny. Oh, okay. I gotta go. The comedy, bruh. I'm telling you, I will be laughing like forever after this. I need to go back and watch and read. Y'all are too funny. Oh my gosh. Ramona, Charles, like, shout out to all of you guys, every single one of you guys. Okay. I am officially logging off. Okay. I love you guys so much. My heart is so full right now. I'm so blessed and so grateful. Thank you for all of this love today. Like, I didn't know how bad I needed this, truly. It's been an emotional roller coaster. Oh my gosh. For the last couple days. And I'm just, oh, this was everything I needed. You guys filled my heart up. I feel so full. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. Okay? I love you so much. Okay. Love you guys.